James Gunn and DC Studios have broken the internet. Gunn's Superman movie title and release date have been revealed, a father-son Batman film, and a Supergirl solo movie. All that and so much more in this bonus episode of TCN Rundown. Yesterday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, DC Studios revealed the first 10 projects of the new DCU. These are the first projects of DCU Chapter 1 entitled Gods and Monsters. James Gunn was featured in a video uploaded to DC's official YouTube channel where he gave us a 6-minute rundown of the first batch of movies to be released over the next few years, which are part of the 8 to 10 year plan. Now, he did say that this is just the beginning, as this is not the entire chapter. Familiar characters and some more obscure characters will be seen in the new DCU. To start, he placed emphasis on the disconnectivity of the previous DC movies and TV shows and the new unified universe of DC characters across TV, film, and video games. He did indicate that this year's releases will wrap up the current DCEU, particularly saying that Flash would reset the universe with Aquaman leading directly into the new DCU, which makes sense because this is what a lot of us thought anyway. The first project that Gunn revealed was an animated series entitled Creature Commandos, which features characters such as Frankenstein's monster, Rick Flag Sr., and Weasel, who many of us recognized from 2021's The Suicide Squad. He mentioned that the intention is to have the same actor portray the same character over different mediums. So whoever plays Rick Flag Sr. in the series would also play the character in a live-action film if they were to make one. Gunn also revealed that Amanda Waller would receive her own series simply titled Waller, written by Watchmen's Crystal Henry and Doom Patrol creator Jeremy Carver. This would connect directly with Peacemaker and feature Viola Davis reprising her role as the titular character. The next project on the slate would be James Gunn's highly anticipated Superman film, which will be the true start of the DCU. The title was revealed to be Superman Legacy, which would premiere theatrically July 11th, 2025. Now, to me, the title would allude to the fact that this movie is going to be very Superman, with nods and Easter eggs spanning the 85 plus years of Superman lore, while also being a bit of a deconstruction of the character. Next, Gunn shines a light on Lanterns. This might be the project that I'm most excited about. This will be an HBO series featuring the most iconic Green Lanterns, Hal Jordan and John Stewart. He went on to compare the series to True Detective, calling it a terrestrial-based TV show with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. You had me at True Detective. You had me at True Detective. Next, Gunn showed us a passion project called The Authority, based on the Wildstorm characters of the same name. This is a team of superpowered individuals who believe that the world is broken but take it upon themselves to fix it. Now, I'm not very familiar with these characters, but they were described to me as Watchmen meets The Boys.
Shut up and take my money.
Next, we're getting a Wonder Woman prequel series entitled Paradise Lost, based on the comic of the same name. This Game of Thrones-esque series will be set before the birth of Wonder Woman and will explore the origins of the Amazons and their isolation from the world of man. Batman the Brave and the Bold will be the introduction of the new DCU version of Batman. This will be a father-son film featuring Damian Wayne, which happens to be Gunn's favorite Robin. It'll be based on the Grant Morrison run of the Caped Crusader and will be the beginning of the Bat family. Listen, I never thought that I would hear the words Bat family in regards to live action. Booster Gold is the next project and will be a TV series. Gunn describes it as a superhero story of imposter syndrome as an HBO Max series. One of the more surprising revelations of DCU Chapter 1 was a Supergirl solo film. The movie will be based on Tom King's Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and was described as a sci-fi epic. This version of Supergirl will have suffered tremendous loss and be a much more jaded interpretation of the character. Yes, bring on the internal conflict. Next is a Swamp Thing feature film, which Gunn described as being tonally outside of the DCU, but will still feed directly into the universe. Needless to say, most of this excites me, especially Batman, Lanterns, and Supergirl. And a lot of these projects sound exactly like what I predicted James Gunn would do, and that is telling character-driven stories, which I think makes the DC universe and its characters great. They take these grand epic stories of godlike characters and deconstruct them to make them relatable to regular people. But the thing that's most most satisfying and makes me the most excited about this is that James Gunn wants to protect the creative integrity of the filmmakers. He places emphasis on story, saying,
"That's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series, is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique and something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to be true to the..."
Which is a principle I firmly believe in. That's why James Gunn was hired as co-head of DC Studios. He is a fan just like us and a great filmmaker that wants to tell great stories. That is what he believes in, and that's what I believe in. I have not been this confident in DC since 2016. James Gunn, Peter Safran, and the rest of DC Studios have quite a ways to go before they convince everybody of a competent universe, but they have a clear plan for the future, and this is a tremendous step in the right direction. Be sure to check out the latest episode of the TCN podcast right here, where Taylor and the TCN team further discuss the DC announcements. I'm Jay Stu of The Culture Nerd, reminding you to stay nerdy, my friends.